We're underway then with crew paddle, serving from Claudia Jensen. Sofia Araujo.
She went for a winner, she tried to play a smash, but in paddle we've got the back walls that reduces dramatically the speed of the ball. So if the smash is, very good executed, well executed, then that could happen. Your opponent can reach it and win the point.
The back wall is your friend, essentially, because it has to be all about patience, because if you hit it too much power, it'll just come straight back off that back wall.
Not every day you're going to be lucky, like Claudia Jensen now, that the ball hit the top of the net. And when the ball hits the top of the net, it's quite unpredictable. It slows down a lot.
Trying to use the side walls as well, and we'll look out for the big smashes, which you'll see as per cuatro, going over the back wall 4 meters, or per tres, which goes out of the side wall over the top. But you've also seen there are little gates on either side or either end of the net where the players, if they've got a chance, will go out there and sometimes bring the ball back into play.
What, from outside?
From outside. You've done it so many times.
Wow. That shows how spectacular the sport of paddle is. And very tactical, because playing in doubles makes the sport super tactical. It's not only about power. Backswing does not work much like, for example, in tennis would. So it's very interesting sport. I've been playing for 35 years this sport, but for those who are starting to watch and to learn from this, it's a very tactical and shows how less sometimes is more.
Beautiful.
30-40.
That's a beautiful touch. Looks easy if she does it.
You know if you play it, it's not. Unless, of course, you're one of the best players in the world. And there is an example of a bring back against the back wall. And used a break point.
The good news about Hexagon Cup is that we play golden point. Not only golden point that makes it very excited, also we play with a super tight third set. If they go to a third set, that it could happen. We're not going to have a third set. We're going to have a third super tiebreak, which is 10 points. Whoever gets to get 10 points is the winner.
And that's a point straight away.
It means downwards in Spanish language. That's why we call it bajada when you play high to low of the back.
No. 15-0.
Hits the back wall, or the ball goes into the side wall first before it touches the court, then that is a fault and a point. The team which did not take that shot.
Very well played, slow down the middle from Claudia Jensen.
15-iguales.
She's not tall, as you can see, Claudia Jensen, just 1.58 meters, but it's not necessarily about the height. Sometimes it can count against her with a big smash because there isn't the power that Sofia Araujo, her teammate, can bring, or Delphi Brea. So it's easier for the opposition, the opponents on the other side of the net, to be able to smash it back, or at least deal with it in a winning way. Underarm serve. And this is not about power. As you can see, it's not about serving an ace, as in tennis. Moving the player, receiving around. What a beautiful shot that is, Brea Calvo. Wonderful fake smash. Beautifully controlled.
40-15.
Those who can do the fake smash are those who can smash, if you understand the point. If you don't have the smash, then the opponents know you're not going to smash, so they don't care about if you fake it or not. But if you have a powerful smash that perhaps we're going to see throughout the match, Brea Calvo going through a few smashes. It's 1-0, very good, very even, very close the match.
These players know each other so well. As we said, Delphi Brea and Sofia Araujo won the Hexagon Cup together 2 years ago. And they were playing in the Hexagon Cup for advantage again last year. And then Crew Paddle decided they'd like to take on board Sofia Araujo.
That ball touches the side wall. As Jonathan mentioned before, if the ball does not bounce, then players left it, well left, That was good because the ball was going out. If that ball bounces before the side glass, it's in, and it's an amazing point. But riskier. Oof, like that shot, did you see?
Cool and calm at the moment by Brea Calvo, just 17 years old with 10,500 people watching for the Hexagon Cup in this grand final.
It's a great, tactically they're playing perfect now, are waiting for the right moment to attack. No one is attacking. There was a little Amper's error as Martina was behind. And Sophie playing that shot too close to the siphons, unnecessary. People might be thinking, but you're playing with the tennis ball. It's a very similar ball. It's not exactly the same. It weighs a little bit less, but also it has a little bit less pressure. Making the sport a little bit slower. So that's why it's more tactical than technical, and anyone can play. The sport is growing globally.
You say it's a bit slower. When we get to see, say, some of, if they really rev up, particularly the men's match, you'll wonder sometimes if they're ever going to be in the court because they're some tactically, yes, strategically, but then suddenly there'll be a barrage of smashes which take them out of the court. Por tres, por cuatro.
That is the por tres. When we talk about por tres, means that the ball has gone out after the smash out the 3-meter siphons, and 3 is tres in the Spanish language. And as I mentioned before, we say chiquita, bandeja, lob. Well, it's lob. It's not globo. We say lob.
But you do like to use the word globo.
Yeah, I do. Oh, what a touch! Beautiful. 40-30. We're 15-30 now. It's 40-30. It's very good for the crew team. That the football celebrity might be celebrating.
Kun Aguero's team, if you're just joining us, the holders of the Hexagon Cup from 2025, and that looks good enough. It's a great hit, and that is one. We're underway already, back on court with Brea Calvo composing herself, having taken that first point. Fourth game, looking to hold serve. Beautifully pulled back. Oh, by Sofia Araujo. There's Fede Chingotto and Momo Gonzalez. They'll be playing for Crew Padel in the men's match. Who knows when? Maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours if we go to a super tie break. Delphi Brea, little mistake.
If Claudia Jensen and Sofia Araujo win this for the crew team, then it's a very big news for Chingotto and Momo Gonzalez. Otherwise, they will have to win. And what it means that they have to win is that they play with a little bit of pressure. Chingotto can play under pressure 7 years defending, doesn't matter, because he's #2 in the world and he's one of the best players in the world by far. But Momo, although he's an amazing player as well, but under pressure, he cannot perhaps perform as he did in the last two days that he performed very, very well. But under pressure, things could change. That's what actually, in the higher level, the only thing that makes a difference is how they perform under pressure, not under pressure. That's the only thing different. They're all amazing. Very high lob, but deep. High, but too deep. Lobs gives us time to take a better decisions, position on court. You can go to the net, because at the net you got better angles and you push your opponents a little bit more. Not always at the net means that you're attacking. It means that you are in an offensive position, because if your opponents play great lobs, then the ones who are more offensive are those who are at the back. So train lobs and chiquitas if you start to play Padel. That chiquita was amazing. Look at that.
Fantastic post.
Look at that.
Brea who's ready for that.
Wow.
It's gone to ground. on the advantage side of the net, and this is big.
Because it's a
30
very
por
big
esta.
point, because Team Crew can start leading with one break up if they win this point. 30-40. They got 2 break points, huh? 2 break points.
Martina Calvo, youngest player on court. If she's firing, she is a real competitor, but if it starts to go a little awry, the pressure starts to tell, unsurprisingly.
Wow, that was close to the net from Delphi.
He's forcing the pace at the moment at the net.
Now he's high enough to his net position. Beautiful lob. Wow. Smells a breaker. Let's see. Bajada is coming, and Sofia Bajada is very good.
What a great point this is.
Wow,
Oh,
Chiquita,
just
look
creeped
at
over the
that.
net.
It's a very important point, and Delfina Brea knows it. That's why the #1 in the world. Little touch, good position. Great wins.
Golden point, they've rescued it.
Iguales,
Now,
punto de oro.
the opposition, as in Claudia Jensen and Sofia Araujo, will choose which
Al
of
resto.
them will receive. It's one of
Al
part of the
resto,
golden
Claudia
point.
Jensen.
What a touch from Delphi.
That's why she's world #1.
You know, it's the craziest thing about Delphi. The mindset is that she's winning 5-1 or losing 5-1. You don't. If you just arrive to the court, you don't know, and you know that shows how focused she is when competing.
So Claudia Jensen has chosen to receive it. World #1, dominating at the moment.
They're going to Delphi. An amazing point played by Martina Calvo, but especially from this girl, Delphi Brea.
Dos juegos
They
iguales.
saved 2 points. They could have been in a very uncomfortable position if they were losing 3-1, but they made it happen. 2-0, very even. Have a look at this. Martina Calvo, return of the serve, the direction more to the left-handed player, Claudia Jensen, than to play to the left side player, who is, you know, Sofia Araujo. That makes sense because Sofia is much more offensive player. So if you play to Claudia, she's also offensive because she's a lefty, but is not as offensive as Sofia Araujo. You can tell, you see, that's the shot they don't want. That's why the return of Martina might be a little bit more down the line than cross court.
Important for Martina Calvo as the youngest to hold serve. We've seen regularly in the Hexagon Cup. If you lose or you have your first serve broken, that always spells trouble. It's an early break for the opposition.
Yes, touch it. So much rebound off the back. Well, good news for Delphi Brea. What a shot! Direction-wise was complete and natural. Only pro players can do that. How to say, invert forehand, like open. The forehand naturally from Claudia Jensen should go or down the middle or down the line because she's a left-handed player. But when she opens her wrist, making the shot riskier than if it were a natural shot, that's why Delphi Brea is not covering the corner. Because naturally, with the forehand of Claudia, she would be okay. We'll go to the middle.
To say, that's a mistake.
40-0.
This is the best performance so far by Sofia Araujo and Claudia Jensen. They have raised their level hugely. They have to because they're up against the world #1 and someone who, as you've just been saying, Martina Calvo, is a future world #1. So they know, after a disappointing 2 matches, scrambled the victory yesterday to reach the final. Now
40-15.
they've got to stay at that level.
Is permitted that mistake, Sofia. 40-15 was 40 love at the great 3 points they've just played, and now Delphi taking little time. They go 20 seconds between points. You can take 20 seconds, otherwise it will be a warning. In the first one and point the second one. Set the third, match the fourth.
Right.
Yes, that's how it works. Plus the final. Oh! One to the middle, one to the corner.
One of the key instructions there was to play on Claudia Jensen, who's closest to us now, and there, again, second touch with the volley. Oh, it's a great shot as well, Chiquita. So low.
Girls, you know, when also coach some pro players, women, and the good thing about them is that they just, you tell them to do something, they go and do it.
Whereas the men don't?
Men have other resources. They got a little bit more power than the girls, so that's why you tell Ellis, just get some more pressure with some viewers, and they boom, smashes.
Men know better, that's what you're trying to say, isn't it?
No, not better. More, they use other...
They think they know better is what I meant.
Yeah, no, they use other resources because as they got a little bit more power than the girls try to just carry on. But the men, because they got the power that they can hit the ball from behind the line, sometimes they will take a bad decision that perhaps we're going to see in the next coming match.
The world number one steps in.
That's what the coach said, don't go to the battle of volleys. And she said, okay, listen, let me try. I mean, she's going forward when Martina has a bajada. With the bajada before the shot of the backward from high to low. The thing is when you go forward. When you're offending or when you're defensive. If you're defending and then you go forward, you're under pressure. You go to the work with a spoon. But you need to, you got to go with a good shot. Shot selection is a must in paddle.
Another strong showing by crew paddle, Jensen and Araujo. Araujo again in the right place. Who's going to take that late decision, but it's still in play. And that's the trophy that we're playing for, brought out on court by Kun Aguero, Sergio Aguero, who's the celebrity team owner of Crew Paddle. Andy Murray, not here, but sent them a good luck message on Instagram this morning.
Really?
Yeah, oh yes.
Andy might be watching, so I play with Jimmy Murray, his brother.
Paddle?
Yeah, he played paddle.
Good. How was he?
He was very good. And also Scott Clayton, a friend of mine who's in Jersey Island. Let's just say hello to them. Very good. Ah, almost there. Sofia Araujo.
But touched the net, so it wouldn't have counted anyway.
3-0. It couldn't be better, this match. It's very close. And the good thing about paddle, same as in tennis, for example, that the closer you get to the end of the set or the match, then it's when you really see which player can keep performing good or
just drips,
well,
just drops off.
Drops a little bit.
Well, we've got two hugely experienced players. There's Delphi Brea, the world number one, Sofia Araujo. Under the ball now, world number 7, from a tennis player from Portugal.
Delphi's everywhere.
She's on the wrong side.
To change, that's why they change back again. No way!
Oh, yes!
No way! What a portrait from the Portuguese best ever player.
The Lioness of Lisbon, as she's called.
The Lioness, yes.
15-0.
Look from where? There are some girls who smash like the guys. With that power, I would say, you know, decision making as well. And Sophie is one of them. Little drop shot, making the opponents move. Bajada from high to low. From an amazing winner to an unforced error, that's paddle about. The thing is how quick you manage to to
switch
reset.
off,
Yeah,
to reset.
to reset. Like
which is what Novak Djokovic is always saying,
yes.
what Roger Federer is
He
always
couldn't
saying in
reset
tennis.
today, I think. He couldn't reset. Well, Alcaraz made him to reset. He was 6-2 in the first set, very good. But he's 39 years of age. Super congratulations for both of them. Fuzin.
6 holes of serve so far. Sofia Araujo looking to make that
Amazing
7.
shot.
Oh, that's a great shot by Delphi Brea.
That shot down the middle is low, with a low wind and up backward. It's giving her what she's looking for. Many points. I think they should avoid the forehand, the Delphi Brea's forehand.
She's got such control, hasn't she? And the way she makes the ball just die.
That was in, huh? That was in.
It's
Just no way! Oh my goodness! Sofia Araujo recovering, amazing shot. Now covering from Claudia.
On the wrong side of the net.
No, that was out.
That's just gone.
That was out. This is
big.
I told you.
This is big.
In Padel,
Big rate points.
We play Australian formation. We try to keep our position. So you become a master on the right side, or you become a master on the left side of the court. We don't play like, you know, I'm a goalkeeper today. No, I play in the corner. No, you play all the right, all the left. You can do changes, yes, at a little bit lower level, but sometimes you choose where to play, and even more at this level. But that's why perhaps Sofia Araujo missed that shot. If she were on the left side, that shot is in.
Exquisite lob by Delphi Brea.
Desperation there with that shot from Claudia Jensen. I think it's a big mistake. It's very good. But when he plays against me, he was on the right side of the court because he played with Llorente. And Llorente is a big monster. You know, he's a very tall football player. And he plays on the left side of the court.
It shows a bit of skill then to be able to shift from left to right. There aren't many players who can play at a top level like that. That's a great play by Brea Calvo. Looking to hold serve and go for a 5-3 lead.
A little bit lucky, I got to tell, because the smash wasn't well selected, and that shot that she just played was unreadable, impossible to read for Sofia Araujo.
3, she said, but in the end, the back wall.
Fake smash. This is the good thing about Padel, you know, you reset the point in the same point. You could be under pressure, and then all of a sudden, you get the point. It's crazy. Very well defended by this girl, Claudia Jensen and Sofia Araujo. What I just said when they were telling to Martina, just play. If the ball goes off the back wall for a bajada when the opponents play a lob, you go hard to the middle, so it gives you time to recover the net. And if you want to play a bandeja, play slow, easy. Don't try to risk.
Lots of instructions coming from Claudia Jensen, from Sofia Araujo, and that's not where she wanted to put it. Hold this service game, 5-3, and suddenly Jensen and Araujo are serving to stay in the set. Looked as if that was going out, and that's they've gone the point. Looked as if that was a dangerous shot, a risky shot for Brea Calvo, but in the end, team advantage have taken the point. Trouble for Sofia Araujo. That is very efficient. 5-3 lead.
Primer set.
Vamos, vamos, vamos. Martina Calvo, this girl,
Al
you
servicio.
can tell that she's covering
Everywhere.
big parts of the court. Yeah, well, I mean, she's playing more shots than her partner. That's why her partner knows it. And when you play with the #1 in the world, of course they're going to hit more shots to you.
15-0.
That's what the coaches ask to Claudia and Sofia. Play to Delphi when we're not under pressure, when you mean something, when the purpose of the shot is to hurt, I would tell. Not like this one.
30-0.
So often we've seen throughout the Hexagon Cup when pairings decide to focus on the allegedly weaker partner, that person grows, and often the stronger partner, the world #1 or world #2, doesn't get too much of a look in and therefore almost is a passenger. What a lob.
Wow. What recovery, great defending, both pairs.
Oh, beautiful. The right
That
idea.
was out. Slightly like an inch. It's just like an inch there. It was out.
I was just waiting for her to take the point, and she knows it. So serving to stay in this first set.
That's exactly what they were asking for, the coaches. Woo. If Martina Calvo hits that ball from outside and the ball goes in, even if the ball goes straight to the net, it's in. But it has to be in the opponent's side.
40-15.
That's why she tried to go. 40-15. Look at the quality of the loss. But better quality is that backhand volley from off to tell. So therefore we go first serve. What a shot from Sofia Araujo there. The Lioness from Portugal playing that shot down the line. As we mentioned before, as I told you before earlier, she's trying to keep Delphi Brea not to cover much the middle. And Delphi, you keep your side, don't go close to the middle. Let me play my cross court against Martina Calvo. So now she's gonna reach this. Wow. Very good. Well played. If I think
15-1.
Sofia Araujo is running forward towards the net, yeah, to reach that shot, and she calls it. She said, me. I go. But then, what happens if you say, I go, and then your partner also goes, anyone who reaches that shot, then you are in a very uncomfortable game situation, unless you win the point.
Two players chasing the same shot and same ball. And out of position.
100%. So if you reach there, someone has to win the point. Or
30-15.
lose it. But now, Claudia, 15-30, alarms on for the team crew.
Two more points for Team Brea, for team advantage rather, Brea and Calvo to take this first set.
What a recovery! Hey, Delphi Brea had a very easy shot to smash, perhaps down the line, or even cross court. Could be better. She didn't take the decision to smash. She played a little bit softer. Claudia defending, and then her partner missed the shot. It's padel about. You never know. Never give up until the ball bounces twice. She has to go for the winner. What Delphi just did is very difficult. It's a backward post with a backhand.
We haven't seen many of them all week from Delphi Brea.
30-40.
Very good for crew team. And they come back now 30-40. They don't want to give up this very first set. Matrix from Sofia Araujo. Delphi can't believe it. I think she's done one of those mistakes the same part in 1977. She never misses.
Well, she's got to get this right.
Atrás revés means the left side plays back. Communication is crucial, is key in paddle between partners. But Sofia Araujo doesn't need any communication to go for that desired shot. Beautiful smash.
From 5-3 down to level at 5-all. That's impressive.
That's what he told you. 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. And then is when everything starts. 4-3, 5-3.
Al servicio,
Now you go to
Sofia
close the
Araujo.
set. And now it's 5-0.
A lot of hard
Hopefully
work.
we got tie-break, super tie-break.
We go to 3 sets, exactly. But this is interesting because Sofia Araujo now has to hold. They've got the momentum. They proved yesterday in their final match when they were 5-2 down in the second set, looking lost. Just reeled on 5 games to win 7-5 and close out the match.
Toca si puedes, touch if you can. She did, but she stayed back. She couldn't recover the net position. Now she did again. Brea Calvo getting involved in the game. Wow! Delphi missed that shot, but it was big credits to Sofia Araujo. I mean,
15-0.
Sophie was there in a very uncomfortable game position, I would say, because Martina, of course, will go for a cross-court, Vibora, or cross-court, and then we're going to talk about those shots later on.
Found another gear at the moment, Sofia Araujo. It's got Delphi Brea and Martina Calvo worried.
Sophie is with a hot hand now, huh? I'm telling you, huh? Hot, but now it's cold. You know, commentators
15 iguales.
shouldn't say anything during the point about the players. But at least me.
Well,
you can. You
no,
can
no,
do
no.
what I'm
She was going very well.
saying. Yes.
But for Delphi Brea's sake, it's just as well, it's not going all the time. And as you say, if we want to see world-class paddle, then we're looking for this to go to a tie-break, and then maybe in the next set as well, and then we go to a super tie-break in set 3.
What do you mean super tie-break?
Yeah.
We don't play third
We
set?
go up to super
In
tie-break.
tennis, they play
3rd
5
to
sets
10.
today in Australia. So he is much more excited, quick, and beautiful. Like that down the line, forehand. Nothing to do because the number 1 is in the house. Oh, look at this shot. Slow, short backswing, quick prep.
Beautifully guided.
Two means you. Like you go, you go. She will go for a winner, and that is the winner. Martina Calvo is now on fire. She is the youngest player
15-40.
of this event, I think.
In the
yes, in the
main event, in terms of not the next generation.
The next generation.
Next generation last year won both the matches as well with another up-and-coming Spanish star, Marta Borrero. That's a wonderful play, and now it's 3 break points. Big pressure on Sofia Araujo. It's another big hit, and that's what she does.
Well, and now I will tell the third. There were two things that made paddle very big sport in the last few years. First was the COVID. That during the COVID you couldn't play other sports, but you could play paddle, like in Sweden, in Denmark. And then the second one was the por tres. Everyone wants to hit por tres, but now there is one more.
Por cuatro?
Hexagon Cup.
Okay.
Everyone loves to watch the sport in our channel here. Worldwide.
But she's small, and when Calvo connects, it just about leaps over everyone. Even Sofia Araujo, one of the tallest players on tour, would have struggled to get that. And this to close out this first set.
Falta, segundo servicio.
They broke the one before when they were 5-4. This one, it seems it's going to be a little bit more difficult. But you never know. As I said, let's play a little bit more to Martina. Look at that lob.
Brea at last gets a chance.
Araujo. Amazing recover from Delphi again. Beautiful lob and beautiful backhand.
Ball goes into the side fence. You may have heard that telltale noise, but it came out again. So often it can just drop dead.
She played a drop shot to a player who was already going towards the net. But that was enough to win the point. What a fight. Such an important point, because if they lose this point, we've been last 30, and that could be, you know, you're 2 points away to win. You know,
we're still playing the first set. We've almost had an hour's play.
An hour play?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
We're in for the long haul here.
That shows how similar the level. That's why we have all the best players in the world in this beautiful 20 by 10 paddle court. The best rackets here in the world. You know, that shows how tactically they're playing. Taking the smash. 30-15. This one is a big point, because if they win, this is going to be 40-15 and 3 break points for the advantage team to really take the advantage they need to win this Generali Hexagon 2026 here in the Caja Mágica in Madrid. It looks easy from this camera, right? From here. Chiquita. Chiquita lob. Chiquita lob makes you run. 30-0. It's not all set yet.
Just a few little errors have crept in, which we haven't seen all week. Delphi Brea has been outstanding.
It's the only way that this match is 6-5, 30-0.
I mean, in the last match,
having some mistakes from Delphi Brea. Otherwise, if she's not mistaken, this would have been already set.
The last match they played against great Claudia Fernandez took her out, and her partner Tamara Caro, 6-love, just completely overwhelmed them.
Donuts. What donuts?
So, yeah, donuts.
Hey, this is 2 golden, 2 break points. Not 2 break points. Sorry, 2 set points.
2 set points. For team advantage, Andy Murray's team advantage, Delphi Brea and Martina Calvo.
What a power! Not do the whole job, if you understand what I mean. I mean, Sofia Araujo is a massive player. She's a very lioness. She plays so many winners, but she cannot win all of the points. So they need, that's what I mean, you know? I wouldn't say clever, but, you know.
Smarts.
Yes, like smarter shot selection. and more winners. That's the word. A little bit more winners, not losers.
She will probably feel that, won't she? She knows that, and therefore that's a whole layer of expectation that you've got to handle as well.
You're completely right. She might know already she has to start going for some winners, some different game situations in order to win this match. But also, Martina Calvo is with a hot hand now. She's playing very, very good. And the Fina always plays good.
Such sweet power by Sofia Araujo. The big smash, it comes back, and there's no touch from the opposition.
You know if the ball is coming back after you smash, and you take the ball before it bounces, you lose the point. So even though already you won the point, the ball is coming very high, you smash very hard, you let the ball bounce again, otherwise you lose the point. Rules of Padel.
Oh, what a lob.
30-40.
2 break points already in this first game of the second set. There you were saying it all. A lot of it depends on Claudia Jensen. Well, this is very important. They're going for Claudia once more. Oh, what a great shot. What a response. Oh.
And now, juice. Of course we have juice. No one advantage or 2 advantages, so always advantages. EXAGON Cup, straight away we go to the golden point, under pressure, everyone under pressure, the crowd, crew team, advantage team, the players, and us here from the commentary box as well.
And the team receiving can choose who is going to receive, and it's Delphi Brea, the world #1, who says, I'll have this. Again, expertly played lob by Martina Calvo.
What a point now for Sofia and Claudia, who's still not risking much. Look, great shot from Sophie.
Almost lost a footing then, Sofia Araujo.
What? What an amazing, powerful...
Wonderful camera angle here. See the movement and the tactics.
Martina is playing so good. It's a very bad news for the crew team. They're playing everything to Martina, and Martina is playing so good.
15-0.
So, and she's playing with the current #1 in the world, Delphi Brea. So it's tough, but it's part of the game. Una is a little bit worried. Might be texting me? No. Might be texting a
just
friend
because
to
you
tell
played with him earlier, all right?
What shall we do here? I don't know, man. Just...
Well, you've already said for Claudia Jensen has got to step up. At the moment, she's finding it difficult to do that.
But sometimes, you know, the problem is the players you have in front. It's not that you're not doing the right thing. It's that when you're playing against people who are playing at least now better than you. You know, the thing is how long Martina Calvo will perform at this high level. 10 minutes? 5? 11? Half an hour? If she plays half an hour more like this, they win.
Well weighted by Martina Calvo, but didn't quite.
30-15.
And that again is so much part of mindset, which is true in any sport. You can raise your level for, as you say, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but the best, the greatest, the strongest, Djokovic and Alcaraz,
Djokovic did today, you know, 6-2 in 15 minutes, and then he lost
the next 3 sets.
Yes.
And Alcaraz returned in style.
That hurts. Little bit. Perdón. We also learned some Spanish here, yeah? Perdón. Pardon. Well, actually, it's pardon.
Pardon.
Yeah, pardon.
As opposed to lo siento, sorry.
Yeah, very good.
Delphi Brea just composing herself. This to go 2-love up in the second set.
To play that shot after that lob from Martina, to play that powerful smash with a very high lob, you need to be very confident. Very confident. vertical coverage from Jensen. Having is 43% of the defense and more in transition area. But as I'm telling you, she should be perhaps a little bit more thinking on how to build the tactics to go a little bit more in front, because playing from the back, even more as being a lefty, at least in this match is not helping a lot. So
Cool hand from Araujo, watching it off the net. But look who's at the net.
you see,
now.
this is what I mean. They
Delphi
should
Brea.
play a lob again, and Claudia go forward. That's how they get pressure. Well, and now the point is that because Claudia went forwards and Sofia didn't expect that she was going to go forward, then she was a little bit behind. That's why she missed the volley.
This is a big service game, don't you think, for Sofia Araujo? They go 3 down. Whoa, what a shot. What a shot. There's your answer.
Sophie is those kind of players who don't know the score, who don't know the pressure, who don't know if they are at the big stadium or training match. She will go anyways for those shots, and that is a big advantage, you know, for a professional paddle player or for any player who plays paddle. Because it's about feelings. So if you're oh, it's 15-40 and I'm under pressure, then you're not gonna play that good.
It's about what's
15-30.
between your ears rather than what's in your hand. This is looking good for team
These are the
advantage.
parents of Claudia Jensen, then Christian Jensen, coach, ex-pro player as well, father of Claudia and Enzo, also a pro player, left-handed player as well.
Played for the Rafa Nadal Academy in the EXAGON Cup. So 2 very promising members of the Jensen family continuing the tradition.
They're in trouble now. Advantage team is on fire. You know how when they're clapping the hands, people like this, you know what that comes from? From Rome, from those when the lions were going to eat, the gladiators were eaten by the lions. It was like clapping the hands for the lions to kill the. That's why we also use it in racket sports. What? Brea hard down the middle. Not enough when you play a left-handed player. You can come for the middle as Claudia Jensen did.
30-40.
Hey, still 2 break points, and it's going to be very tough if they lose this. It seems they seem to be like, you know, relaxed. Anyways, you know, it's like we're trying our best. They're playing good, better than us.
Well, as you say, there's no point in shrinking or worrying. Just go and do it.
To go.
You see?
Goodness, Portugal is everywhere. Portugal, Portugal. Amazing. Sofia Araujo.
We have a golden point. Great recovery
Look at
from
this.
through paddle.
This is so difficult shot to execute.
So back level.
Golden point.
Delphi Brea is taking it. You didn't like it?
I think it was out.
Well, it's playing
My
on.
opinion. But look at the moment, you know, to hit the ball in or out, to hesitate. And there we go! Very well done. Yeah, I was there.
Have you ever been an umpire?
No,
I'm not surprised.
no. I will in the future, perhaps. Why not? I'm not that good as an umpire.
You've got to stay calm now.
Great recovery.
Well, it didn't look as if you knew what to do in the umpire chair anyway, whether they can get the buttons right. Anyway, we play on. Great recovery again by Claudia Jensen.
There are different moments in the match. And now, although Sophie and you see, it's like Sophie and Claudia now are playing better.
0-15.
Delphi and Martin is still playing correctly, I would tell. He's doing a good job.
This is where they need to stand firm and meet the challenge, the rise in intensity from the other side of the net. Lost the first set, so they do not want to lose the second, because then the match is over. It's a best of 3, this final between Advantage, owned by Andy Murray, and Crew Padel, owned by Sergio Guerrero. We just saw him sitting there. Women's match and the men's match, and the next generation, the younger players, if it is 1.
51.
Let off for Team Advantage.
A little bit too much in that shot from Claudia, but it makes sense because you're not hitting the ball to me. You're hitting the ball to Delphi Brea, number 1 in the world, so you got to do something. So they can't tell her, hey, you risk it. Oh, that's what you asked me to do. So I'm risking, so. Lob, sometimes people say, why you miss the lob? Well, lob's, you know,
One of the most difficult shots.
Yeah, it's an
got to
offensive
measure
shot.
it.
And exactly, and you got to measure like. She missed the lob very, very close now. It was a great lob. So, but because it's a high shot, it's not like a winner. Some people underestimate the lob. And Padel is not the game of the sport that you should underestimate the lob. The lob is one of the most important shots in Padel by far. I didn't say the most played shot, the most important. Because played shots could be volleys, you know, but that has all those shots off the backward. You train a lot. Master the lobs will give you a big advantage. Fuerte por 3, she will go for it, Lioness! And the ball bounces outside the court, unfortunately. She can't believe it. She's gonna call it or no? Was out? She's not sure. Well, she didn't say anything. Yes, very out, by 20, 30 centimeters. If she hits the ball and the ball bounces on the beauty purple surface, it would have been in.
Cuarenta,
40-30.
Big point. 3-1, as we know, is very different to a break of serve at 2-all.
Atrás revés. Backhand player is back. And now she's front, hitting at that powerful and beautiful smash. Martina Calvo, what a power, what a player.
Such composure, such control. And that's a big hold, 3-1.
Powerful smashes and off-court winners, you could tell. Not per quattro, per tres, 3 shots per tres, which is a very difficult shot to be played, and 4 shots to bring it back. So 7 points, almost 2 games, only won by the powerful smash from this young player, Martina Calvo.
She was playing for the next generation team or pairing last year for Team Advantage, the team owned by Andy Murray and Anthony Joshua. Won both. She's won all 3 matches so far. Straight sets in the Hexagon Cup 2026. Youngest ever finalist in Premier Padel as well, just 17 years and 3 months last season.
Wow.
She's going to be playing with one of the best players in the world, former world number Marta Ortega in 2026. So she's a rising star in every sense because some of the top players want to play with her.
After this match, we're going to have Chingoto and Momo Gonzalez for the crew team from Cunagüero against Dineno and Juan Tello. Martin Dineno and Juan Tello for the advantage team of Andy Murray. Epic. Epic. So it doesn't matter what happens in this, but the next match will be also amazing. And depending on who wins, if it's even in matches between men and women, the next men generation coming to play the very, very, very last match of the game. 2026.
Beautifully played by Sofia Araujo. Has to be good to elude flying arm from Delphi Brea, the world number 1.
And she will go like this the whole day if it's still working. It will be like this, going and going non-stop, because many winners for the Lioness.
Why she's become such a player in demand, because of the power and the strength and her height.
I thought it was going to be out.
Fantastic volley by Brea Calvo.
Oh, look at that!
Advantage, break, clear.
It was a good shot. It was a good shot, but unfortunately for her, hit the top of the net and then straight the siphons. And remember, as Jonathan said before, if the ball hits the back wall, the siphon straight away without a bounce, that means that the shot is out.
Easily done. It's extraordinary how you can do that. You think you've got it under control, then what? What did that hit? What have I just done? Maybe you don't do that. Some of us do.
I do. Many times. 15-0. Important for crew team to win this game if they want to keep the chances to win.
Look at that lob. That is why it's such a weapon, as you say, because suddenly Brea and Calvo come forward, advance to the net.
It's like, I mean, Claudia Jensen is going towards the net. She's going forward, and I think it's like she's not that tall, so getting that close to the net is not allowing her to play comfortably above, you know, all the overhead shots. So I would prefer she stays 1 meter a little bit more behind in order to perhaps not being able to win more points, but not to lose them. Look at Delphi. Why do you think? And now you go exactly. Look where Delphi's position is. Look, she already knows the shot is coming. That's why she plays now a vibra and no a bandeja. You should say there. One step back now. One step back. That unforced error from Delphi could be, yes.
Normally so reliable, it's just not.
Game changer it could be.
Yep.
Because now, if they lose this point, because in paddle, you can lose a point because the ball hits the top of the net. You can lose a point for many reasons, not because you're better or not, only. So if they lose these points somehow, and they go 2 break points for Sophie and Claudia, then Delphi will regret a lot about that bajada with the backhand. Look at that. Did you see? Well, that win is coming, but the return of Claudia was a little bit lucky. You know, look, it was like very uncomfortable, and luckily she got the ball in. Imagine that Martina now misses that shot. You know, so 40-30.
It's a scramble, but sometimes you just got to scramble to win. That's what they're looking for now. What a great shot.
That's what they're looking for. Go forward when the ball is above the net position, the net height from your opponent, and stay a little bit more back when the ball is below. That's what my concern to her, to Claudia Jensen. So if the ball is above the net height in your opponent's side, stay a little bit back. Sorry, go forward because you can block it. But if the lob, it's still going to play a lob, just go a little bit more behind.
So Sofia Araujo opts to take the serve. This is Delphi Brea's serve, remember?
Fuerte.
Great hit.
Power. Important point for the advantage team. And it's 4-2 now. They lost a big opportunity now. Sophie and Claudia. That's why Sophie knows it. That's why she got a warning.
Al servicio, Sofia Araujo.
Very temperamental player.
Sofia?
Yeah.
Passionate.
Yeah, passionate, temperamental. She's... I mean, all of the players, no one wants to lose, but some players, you know, cannot match the...
Pero 15.
Look at this. They got to.
Well, they've got to try something because 4-2. Claudia Jensen lost her serve. Sofia Araujo held hers, which reduced it to 2-1, but it's now 4-2.
That should be Sophie's. That should be Sophie's, otherwise you're running the countries from one side to the other side of the court. Well, it's a lack of communication. They're not well positioned. Do you remember yesterday, Alex Ruiz and Stupatu, that they were like, man, we're not gelling, we're not blending, something is not great today. It's a big credit to the opponents, making us not gelling. You know, they're playing better, but, you know, unfortunately, they're in big troubles now. Chingoto and Momo will have to sort these out.
Men's team, that is, for crew paddle, because at the moment, if Brea and Calvo win this women's match for team advantage, they go 1-up in the series. It's the best of 3. And then it's all on the men from crew paddle. Fede Chingoto, ranked 3 in the world, and Momo Gonzalez, his Spanish teammate. Oh, that's a continuation from Martina Calvo. Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but essentially it's the best of 3. The men have got to strike back for crew paddle if team advantage win, and then it comes down to the young stars of the next generation to decide who wins the 2026 Hexagon Cup. Smile there from Araujo, sends his away back. Got to take it.
It's looking news for them, you know, that they're still enjoying, and although they get angry because they're not winning, they still enjoy. The more you enjoy, the better you play. Is out? Oh, what a
measured to the centimetre.
No way. Yes way. Amazing, very well done for Claudia Jensen. Well needed confidence now, because when you win a point to Delphi Brea, you feel like, man, I'm good, you know, and that's what the feeling of Claudia Jensen important if she wants to carry on playing for a few more minutes.
Because that was the back and forth of the world #1. Calvo and Araujo pretty much watching.
Great recovery from Martina. Wow.
Power is always the answer.
Oh, yeah. Big troubles now. You will tell me, because Delphi Brea said that Sofia Araujo hit the ball twice, or that the ball hit the floor first. I will see what will happen. I think personally that the shot was in from Sophie. I think it was enough, but it could happen that something happened.
Brea Calvo solicita revisión de vídeo.
So, here we go. So, Brea Calvo asked for revision, yeah, for challenge. They
like
challenged
VAR.
Yeah,
video
VAR. They challenged, yeah, VAR. They challenged it because the umpire didn't see that Sofia, for example, made a mistake, or Sofia hit the ball twice, or whatever. Does it make sense? So that's why Calvo and Brea are the ones who have to challenge this one. And I think, no, it was in. I'm telling you, I saw it in since the beginning, and I don't know why Delphi didn't see it, but from different angles, you know, each person sees differently. I saw it in since the beginning, and it was, I mean, I don't know what the VAR will see. The third
And we got a different
umpire.
angle by the looks of it. That was very straightforward.
No, it was in. It was in, and it will be game for
Crew
which is,
paddle.
listen, dun, 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 in the stadium. Yeah, my song.
Mario Andrini, if you're new to listening to him, loves the film Jaws, Steven Spielberg. Thriller from, 50 years ago now.
I assume that Delphi thought that Sophie hit the ball, or that the ball hit the racket and the floor and then went in, which is out. Because if you hit the ball with the racket bounces on your side, is out. No, it was in.
That was a one touch, wasn't it?
Yes, one touch and in. I mean, the ball bounced first, hit the racket, went to the other side. But, you know, sometimes happen when you are here with the slow motion cameras,
La revisión de vídeo
nobody's watching
determina
us.
que la bola de vuelta por Sofía Araujo es buena.
Es buena,
Juego.
was in. Out, right?
Araujo Jensen,
Well done.
4 juegos a 3 a favor de
Thank
Brea
you.
Calvo, segundo set. La
Bueno,
pareja Brea Calvo
But it's easy to know
mantiene una
from
revisión de
Mauri.
vídeo en el presente set.
Es por,
Well done.
es por Mauri.
Brea Calvo,
and her team. Comes back sweetly out of that fence. Doesn't always happen like that.
Tú atrás derecha. Vienen los dos.
Hola! Big winner down to Martina Calvo's body. That's, I mean, usually at this level, because there is no many ways to win the point. You know, so sometimes you play to the opponent's body, because close to the opponent's body, you are technically incorrect.
In what way?
If I tell you now, the people might be thinking, like, if I tell you play a forehand volley, it's here. You don't do this for a forehand volley. So if I hit down to your body, it's unnatural. Every shot
To move the racket there.
Exactly.
Yes.
LED, primer servicio.
Here is led. The ball hit the top of the net, bounced once, and went through the door. If we are playing with the no outside dimensions that have changed this year from 2 meters to 3 meters outside the 20 by 10 paddle court,
30-15.
the shot will be
Early
out.
innings.
But here, because we got all the official dimensions and everything for the Hexagon Cup, then the official outside dimensions, if the ball hit the top of the net, bounce once, and go through the door, is in. So you play net.
Voy. Voy. Tú, las dos. Se va. Atrás.
Powerful shot as well down the line from Martina Calvo. Nothing to do for Claudia
40-15.
Jensen. This is 4-3 and 4-15.
Nowhere near deep enough, and she just has that straight away because she is so powerful with that right arm swinging through to go 5-3 in the lead.
Segundo servicio.
Sube, sube, sube.
Amazing, very well played, Delphi and Martina Calvo, unstoppable at the net position, unstoppable at the back. That's why they're leading for 5-3. Alarms to the crew team. Have a look on how the return
Al
of
servicio,
the serve
Claudia
from
Jensen.
Sofia Araujo, showing that she is returning the serve a little bit more to Delphi Brea than to Martina Calvo.
You
Perhaps,
surprised?
well, because perhaps Delphi Brea has the backhand in the middle, not to be, able to attack more, and Martina Calvo is being very offensive the last few games. Have a look. What the is that?
You knew that was coming.
What is that? Yeah.
That again was on the plate.
I knew because it's her.
Yep. Because she is so strong with that shot. partner for 2026, Marta Ortega, must be watching this thinking, and she lives in Madrid, the doctor, as she's known as. Doctor of Aesthetic Medicine. She was part of the Rafa Nadal Academy team who've got through to the finals for the last 2 years. Not so this year. She's going to be playing with Martina Calvo in Premier Padel in 2026.
Viene derecha. Revés. Mitad dos. Atrás revés. Viene los dos.
Oh, what a lob.
Tranquila. Dos acá, dos. Atrás.
And again.
Qué buena jugada.
What a shot! What an amazing shot from Claudia Jensen. They need like this,
15
20 shots like that. If they want to go to a third set, super tie break, this very first point for the crew or advantage team.
She's done a few of those in this match. And they've been really, really important. And she's done it at key moments as well. Nerves of steel. She almost went for it then. Well read by Delphi Brea.
And now, no way! No way! Look at that!
She made stand at 1.59 m, but
they can't believe it. They were like, oh goodness.
30
There is a lack of communication there because I know that both of them will have reached the shot and hit it back por cuatro. But if they don't communicate each other, then look at Sofia, look at Sofia. You're like, what?
I never doubted you. I was just offering support.
Yeah.
You were pretty much cramping Claudia Jensen's style. Nonetheless, they got away with it. Need to hold this serve, though. Still some way to go.
31.
But in paddle, it's not like boxing. The one shot is better than give different points than other. But paddle, every point counts. 30-0, big point for both teams, but especially for Team Crew.
Oh, we've now got two match points. That was a costly error by Claudia Jensen. Her service game has always been the most vulnerable. The advantage team, Andy Murray's team, has always put the pressure on, and now they got the chance to close out the first point of this series in the final. Men's match to follow.
Look at this. That's how you win a point.
No, you don't,
No.
because Sofia Araujo's got it back.
Oh!
And in the end, Claudia Jensen can't do it. And team advantage, Delphi Brea, world number 1, Martina Calvo, world number 17, has come through. And they take the first match of this best-of-3 final. Martina Calvo, how well did she play?
Delphi Brea said.